Hey guys, long time no see, I know. How have you been? Oh, I've been doing great. I think I'm spending too much time alone in lockdown. Anyway, I'm very excited to share a new video with you. Can you see my excited face? Before we start, I do want to say I've been showing my videos to my mom and she absolutely hates my backgrounds because I have like boxes there. So for you, Mom, I've kind of moved them over a little bit over there. They're still in the background, no worries, just the way you like it. You know, I've never given a proper introduction about what personal development means to me and why it's so important. When we talk about personal development, what is the first thought that pops up into your mind? Oh, it's about learning a new skill, right? Well, I want to make it clear in this video that when I talk about personal development, it will never be about that. When I think about personal development, it means, looking at your internal state, checking your values, your belief systems, your truths, all of that good stuff. So we're going a little bit deeper and we're going to test them. We're going to tweak and change them in the way that we have absolute self-control, that there are no external factors that are going to influence you. And in that way, you will be the master of your own happiness and of your own life. So that is, for me, the true core when I talk about personal development. So I want to give you guys an example of what I think is personal development. For example, if you look at values, one of my values is to have a good relationship with my mother. Now, the metric that I use, so the way that I measure the success of this value, was completely wrong in the beginning. I thought that if I would write her regularly, it doesn't matter the quality of our conversation, so it was quite superficial, we would have a good relationship. But in the truth of the matter, we were kind of strangers to each other, and it was weird because it's my mother. So what I did is I redefined the metric of the success of our relationship in something like, if we have quality, deep conversations, we tell our truths, and also one part that was very difficult for me is to be vulnerable towards her and to really tell her everything that's on my mind. And we do that on a regular basis. That would define a good relationship. And I can say that the types of conversations we have now, I never dreamt of having those with my mom. And the funny thing is, I've always considered my mom to be very different from me. I thought I had no personality traits that were the same as hers. We had not so much in common. But the more that we talk now, the more I realize is that I have so many things in common with her, but they're just not on the surface level. They're much deeper. So that's one example. Very important. Check your values, your belief systems, and the way you measure the successes of them. I think that's very important. Now let's talk about the meat and potatoes of this video. How to become non-judgmental of others. So if you take a second about all the moments that you have been judging others or situations, and trust me, there are a lot, consciously or unconsciously, what you're actually doing is, hey, I'm observing you for a second and you have been behaving differently, and that's why I'm going to judge your whole personality or the whole situation. I'm going to put you in this tiny little box. Do you see how that makes absolutely no sense? That's crazy how our brain works sometimes. But it's impossible. People have many years of experiences. They have faced many different situations. They have behaved in many different situations. So that makes no sense. That's not an objective observation. However, even though that's how humans work, we can choose to be aware of this. We have the choice to let these judgmental thoughts rush by without affecting us, and we can train our mind to do so. There are actually many benefits of becoming non-judgmental, but I'm going to list a few. The first one is people will actually trust you more. They will become more comfortable with you. The reason is that they don't have the fear of being judged by you or by anyone else. The second benefit of being non-judgmental is you become less stressful and you waste less energy on judging others and having all these thoughts, about, oh, this person is doing this, oh, what is he doing with his life, oh, I don't understand this, why is he making these choices. We become kind of like serene. Our mind becomes serene and we are much less stressful. The third benefit, and my favorite, is that possibilities become endless. You see, when you pass judgment on others, you put them in a tiny box, right? So you decide what you know and you close off any other possibilities. So that means that if you don't do that and you have an open mind, possibilities become endless. The fourth benefit for me is that you become more grounded and you start seeing the more objective truth or reality instead of your own subjective truth that is based on experiences, your own experiences, your background, your culture, etc. So these are just a few of the many benefits you can have by becoming non-judgmental. In my next video, I will teach you a few techniques on how to become non-judgmental. I've been implementing them in my life and they have shown good results. Have you ever had a moment where you have been judging others? And what do? Do you let these thoughts just run by, or do you take them as truths? Feel free to drop in the comment section below any of your experiences and let's start a discussion. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great non-judgmental day.